Everyone, it's Liam here from Rating the Races. So part two of this video, I'm going to have to do this a little bit earlier than ideal as I am actually off out this evening. So just a quick recap on Desert Voice. I think the progression that's still likely with Desert Voice is key here. The R figure obviously very good. I don't believe this R figure and I don't believe this R figure. If you take that into account and you say that they've been inflated somehow, any progression from Desert Voice should see her go very close here. William Haggis is running a horse £1 out of the handicap. I don't think he would do that unless he thought it had a great chance. Obviously, Adam claiming 3 is very helpful because it means she's only actually 2 out of the handicap. No, sorry. She's not out the handicap, but Adam is only effectively claiming 2. I think she goes very close. I mean, 10 past 5 and we're still waiting on odds with a lot of the bookmakers. She's currently 100 to 30, 3 to 1 at those two bookies. I think as it's a slightly lower price, let's say Desert Voice is 3 to 1. So moving on to the next race that I wanted to talk about, and that was the 3:30, which is a 1 mile 6 race, and I posted this after Real Dream got beat at York. Appeared outpaced before running on strongly at York over just short of 1 mile 4. He's clearly won for the E-ball back over the course, and I think can win over this trip knowing he might get outpaced. The old Newton Cup looks ideal. I thought they could go for a 1 mile 4 race. They didn't. They've stepped him straight up to a 1 mile 6. I think he will take all the beating over a 1 mile 6. And I think because we're getting towards the E-ball, they've already kind of given up with waiting and finding a 1 mile 4 race. It's also only a 0 to 95. It's a class 3. I think they could have won a class 2, but they're coming here to definitely win it. Again, unfortunately, prices are limited. We've just got Bet365. They're currently 2 to 1. Obviously, I'll check to see what they do price them up at. Hopefully, I'll be around for that. And then we can actually go with proper prices. Generally, you find that Bet365 prices are slightly bigger because they're unachievable and unavailable to everyone. Tides of War is the danger for me. The next race that I wanted to talk about was the 4:05, which I am a big fan of Laia Kell. Everyone knows that. 5 to 2, the bookies are shortening it, and yet I doubt there's any money being on it yet. With Garci not likely to go for the E-ball now, I don't think, because I don't think the horse will stay the trip. Laia Kell is probably the E-ball horse. However, won't be getting in off a mark of 92. So they need to find a race to win. I think that's why they've come here. Is this a competitive handicap? Not in my opinion. I think Laia Kell will prove far too good for these. You went off like favourite, I believe, last year for a old Borough Cup, not the old Newton. Yeah, I think they've waited for a race that suits perfectly. It's an easier race than what he has actually been running, aimed at. And I think he will take all of the beating here. The final one, I am having to skim through these a little bit quicker than ideal. The final horse that I do want to talk about is in the 4:55 race at Newmarket. Let's just have a quick look at York. And that is Malakana. I know we've been on him twice. On her twice, and she's been disappointing. Well, she hasn't. She's finished third, and she then got beat last time out, finishing second. Interesting little trend here, or potential thing that they're following. Malakana finished second last time out at Chester before running at York in a stayers handicap over 2 mile 56 yards. Let's have a look at this horse here. Alfred Boucher for Ian Williams, same trainer. Incredibly, Alfred Boucher finished second in a 1 mile 4 handicap at Chester, so finished second in a handicap at Chester before winning a stayers handicap at York. This handicap isn't available this year, this 2 mile for 51 grand, so they're still going for the same race. It's not as good a prize money, unfortunately, but I think Malakana will take all the beating. Now, Alfred Boucher went on to run in an E-ball and finished second to Chorlerman, who we were on that day. I think Malakana won't be running in Ebor, but I think Malakana will be running in a Cesarewitch at the end of the season. So I think both of them are working their way up or along the season with the end of season races in mind. Alfred Boucher did that, and I think Malakana is doing the same, and I think Malakana will go really, really close here. As again, unfortunately, 5-1 Bet365 odds at the moment. We'll have to see what the others put up. But I thought I'd get my horses out before the prices are up, so we have a rough idea what they're going to be, and those prices will be absolutely fine. So a quick recap of those last few. Desert Voice, I think she will take all the beating in the fillies handicap. William Haggas won't be wasting her, and Adam claiming 3 means she's not actually out of the handicap, but Adam only effectively claims 2. Real Dream has got to win this race if he's got any Ebor hopes. This is the trip. It's an easier race than what he could have been running in, and I think he will take all of the beating here. Tides of War is the one I think is the danger, but Real Dream looked a horse with a huge amount of potential when getting outpaced at York over 1.5 miles. Laya Kel, similar story, needs to win here, should win here, looks an easier race than what he has been entered in before going on to the Ebor. And the final one, Malakana, I think this is another race that she needs to win before then hopefully running in a Cesarewitch towards the end of the season. Thanks for listening. Hopefully we have a few winners tomorrow, and hope you all have a fantastic weekend.